back here on the training ground. How nice is it to not have a midweek game for the first time in a while?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the normal standard for most teams, Sunday to Sunday or Saturday to Sunday, this seems like a luxury that we haven't had too many times this season. So it's nice. It's nice to get a couple days off and then to be able also to come in and work hard on the first 2 days back, and then still have ample amounts of time to make sure that you're good to go for the game. So good, happy, and the weather's playing along as well, so it's good.
I'm sure you don't want to look too far ahead, but you do have, this is the start of a 5-game homestand. How important do you look at this period in terms of just making up ground and whatnot?
Very important for many reasons. Like you mentioned, the fact that it's 5 games, the amount of points that are there for the taking. But I think also the amount of confidence and the message we can send to other teams that when you come to our place, it's not going to be a fun time. So those are all the things that we're looking to gain out of these 5 games. It doesn't make it just a switch on, switch off, and now all of a sudden, oh my God,
They're aiming now.
I missed you, Steph.
You got missed.
Okay. Wow. It's not like that. It's just a switch on off, and it makes it easier at home to find results. But you have the crowd, you have the familiarity, you are able to train on your field, eat at home, sleep in your own bed, all that fun stuff. So we need to make sure we take advantage of that. What else on this?
You recently moved into third all-time in MLS career shutouts. Have you had a chance to reflect on that accomplishment and what it means to you personally?
I'm not done yet, so I'm gonna try to see if I can catch one more, because I think the one at the very top is uncatchable. But those are some great names, I mean, I grew up in Switzerland, and MLS wasn't something I was watching when I was a kid. But obviously, once I moved to the States, those are some big names. John Bush is up there, Hartman, obviously, Nick Raimondo, Joe Cannon is the other one, right? These are big names, I think, and so for me to find myself amongst those greats is a huge honor. But like I said, I would love to keep going a little bit more and add some more.
How important is the culture and quality of the goalkeeper group with Tom Dutra and the other goalkeepers on the roster been in maintaining that level for such a long time?
It's everything. I think it's going to sound a bit controversial, but I think there might be some keepers that prefer being the number one with really a huge gap behind them. But I think between myself and Tommy, we have always been aware that for us to be successful, the whole core needs to be very, very good. All the goalkeepers need to be good and need to be able to, oh my God, second time. Need to be able to push each other on a daily basis and kind of get stronger together as a unit. And then that's also why we share the success together, regardless of who plays on the field during those moments. But for example, when we won CONCACAF Champions League, the little keepers union huddle is very special because we share that result together and that achievement together.
Obviously, a horrible tragedy yesterday in Texas. Is there any thoughts that you have on that whole situation that we find ourselves in as a country? And I don't know if you have. Certainly welcome to not speak to it, but figure I'd give you the option.
It's difficult because I don't know. I've been very angry about it, and so driving to work in the morning and my brain goes down these crazy tangents, and so I don't know if I can really make a coherent statement on it's just I feel a lot of anger that we're still in this exact same place. I mean, every freaking time it's like, oh, thoughts and prayers doesn't mean shit. Honestly, it doesn't help anything. We need some actual action, and I mean, I grew up in Switzerland, where pretty much every male has a gun at home, and I think it speaks to the unfortunate gun culture we have in this country, because I was taught from an early age to not even go anywhere near that thing. That's such a powerful thing that's only there for defense in case our country gets invaded. And so you build this crazy amount of respect for such a piece of equipment that I don't understand why we have to have 18-year-olds run around with ARs. Self-defense, I understand it. I mean, I've spoken to people. My tattoo guy, has gotten his shop robbed numerous times. There's self-defense, but do you need an AR for that? I don't understand it. Maybe a shotgun, maybe a pistol, something like that. I mean, these amendments and these rights that people talk about were drafted when they had freaking muskets. Like what are we trying to defend against? And again, this is the rant that I'm talking about, because the other argument is people say we want to defend ourselves from our country in case something happens. What are you going to do with an AR when an Apache shows up, or an M1 Abrams? Like, it's ridiculous. The only thing we're doing is we're allowing the chance for someone who, yes, might be unstable and needs help mentally, but we're giving him access to things that he can do great damage with. And that's an issue. And if that's not worth sacrificing you taking an AR to a shooting range, then we need to fix our priorities. If it means you're okay with a child cowering in fear every day of their lives while they go to school just so that you can shoot your little gun at a shooting range or whatever, then again, it's just we need to figure out our priorities. It's ridiculous. Anger, and we need to elect people that are going to do something about it. But the people that have been elected to do something about it actually need to do something as well. And it's not a bargaining chip to get people to vote more for you, but it's for you to go and do something now. Don't use this to rile up your base and put down the opposing base. Do this to actually change something, because people are dying, kids are dying. End rant, sorry.